Hi, Aries. This is your reading for the week of December 1st, or when you hear it and it resonates. Won't be for everybody, of course. And it could be sun, moon, rising, or just a lot of Aries in your chart. So, Aries, as I was contemplating doing this, the image that dropped into my head was you crossing a street at a crosswalk, but there was a measuring tape so that as you walked, you could see how far you were walking, how many inches you were walking, and it's being measured in inches. So this is very interesting to me. Now, as I sit with that image and I ask Spirit to give me more indication on what this means for you, what they're saying is there's traffic all around you. In the past, Aries, you probably would have just run forward into traffic, but what they're saying is you're being a bit more cautious now. Even though you have all this energy built up that's ready to make change, what you're starting to do now is you're starting to look down and watching where you are placing your feet and how quickly you are moving. And that you've understood that sometimes it's absolutely fine to go bloop this far and then stop and then check and then creep forward a little bit, not creep in a creepy way, just really slowly walk. And that you might have intermittent spurts of energy towards these changes that you're doing, and that's okay. Don't panic if you're not moving as quickly as you think you should, and if things aren't working out exactly the way you want them to, because every time you step into a pattern that is changing, I have to change that. Every time you step into doing something where it doesn't work exactly the way you think it's going to, it gives you a chance to stop and assess the situation. And that's actually really good because you don't want to go into overwhelm, right? Overwhelm is something that typically happens progressively, even though we think it happens like all at once. It's a progressive thing. So the slowing down of things, the moving forward quickly and then stopping, and then the moving slowly and stopping, and then moving a little bit more quickly, that's going to actually be able to help your nervous system deal with whatever changes are coming. And even if you're initiating the changes, Aries, it still can be overwhelming to have things happen too fast, too quickly. And the phrase that I'm hearing is from one side of the street to the other. You're crossing from one side of the street to the other. That can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. To me, what it means thematically is big change. Now, change in terms also of the way you handle it. And this is really valuable for you, Aries, because again, in the past, you might have just gone hell-bent for leather across the street and made the change and then got to the other side out of breath and going, oh my God, I almost got hit 16 times. This is giving you a chance to be able to slow down, see your patterns, learn from that, and learn how to modulate this really, really dynamic let's do energy into something that is a little bit more contained, a little bit more directed, rather than just boom. Now, you're being told to please remember during this process of change that there is another part of you. It is your higher conscious mind, and that this part of you is the key. It's the cornerstone, as it is to all of us. But by slowing down a little bit and taking the opportunity to look at the patterns, which you can see because you slow down, you can't always see them when you're real fast. So it's giving you a chance to be able to identify patterns that have been part of your existence that has sometimes led you into overwhelm. Aries, you want to be able to learn how to deal with your nervous system in a way that is healthy for you, that allows you to not just use this energy to make great progress or to change something, but to really be able to use it to take care of yourself in the process of change. And it's really by slowing down as you're changing from one side to the other that you're more able to stay in contact with that deeper part of your consciousness, which is going to direct you, speed, and also whether or not you really want to change the street to the other side of the street If you maybe want to turn the corner, there's all sorts of different options that sometimes you don't see, Aries, because you're so busy getting things done and doing it like that. You're being told in the process of this to really pay attention. Please pay attention and do your best to stay in contact with the concept of having a higher conscious self directing you, and acting as though you do, reaching out for that. And the way that you do that is by maintaining positive triggers. Positive triggers are the things that allow you to keep your energy up, keep a positive frame of mind. Again, we're not talking positive, happy Pollyanna, rose-colored glasses. We're talking about genuine, positive, heartfelt energy that is linked to what we associate with positive emotions. So it's not just happy, it's gratitude, it's compassion, it's those deeper, loving, calming qualities of thought that create an energetic containment for you and an energetic context within which you can more easily access your higher emotions and your deeper sense of your own self. You're being told, do it big, do it with passion. And if you need to, Aries, create some kind of ritual or some kind of structure for yourself that is going to allow you to be able to remember to do that on a regular basis. What I'm feeling really positive about is that you seem to be really clear, like all the cards and all the feelings that I'm getting and notes that I'm getting from Spirit is that this is really about you evolving really to a much different place in yourself where you are really able to do these things. You're being encouraged to do this. You're being encouraged to do this because it's already the energy that you're moving towards. So, of course, everybody's on a different timeline, depending upon your chart, your age, all the other elements that are affecting you. So this won't be accurate for everybody, or you won't be all at the same place in this. But what this is telling me is those Aries in the collective who are really working with the intention of taking care of themselves and really honoring what their needs are, working to get out of any kind of overwhelm, this is part of how you do this, and this is how you look at the patterns of thought that have potentially kept you in overwhelm. Now, they're also saying overwhelm isn't just, I can't take it anymore. The build up to overwhelm can be things like chronic financial stress that you're not really sitting down and looking at. It could be repetitive interactions with a particular person or kind of person that's just like a slow grate on your system. And now, how do you want to look at that? What's the pattern around that you can look at that has led you perhaps into overwhelm? And overwhelm can just simply be, it's simple, emotional exhaustion around handling the same issue again and again and again. So you're being asked, my dears, look at this, because this is like, for many of us, we're at pivot points in terms of where we're moving, but this seems to be one of the key ones for you. So I'm going to leave you with that, Aries, and I'm going to wish you all the best. Take care.